G'day, Michael Guest here to talk about Owner hooks, specifically the assist range that Owner has. And they have a pretty extensive assist range, right from the tiny little assist hooks that you can use for your whiting, bass and brim poppers. And then we get into things like the JD22, which is a taft wire hook, so super light, 50% stronger wire. Don't forget, Owner's been around 50 odd years. Their processes are just amazing. How many processes go into making that one single hook to give you the confidence that when you hook that really cool fish that you're going to stay hooked up. So these little assist hooks come in a range of sizes. These ones here have got a fluorocarbon core, so under that sheath it's actually fluorocarbon. It means that assist hook's a little bit stiffer. It doesn't tend to wrap around so much. So great for jigging all your estuary and inshore species, that one there. And then we go to the JT23. So these ones are awesome, and I've been using these a little bit even with my chrome lures, taking the treble off, putting that assist hook on, casting it out off the beach and spinning for tailor where you've got fish, fish where you really got to keep that lure moving and they're striking at the back, and you've got this this UV sheath on the outside. So UV's pretty cool, helps attract the fish, and then a wire core underneath. So fish like spotted mackerel, Spanish mackerel, school mackerel, tailor, anything with sharp teeth that can bite you off. These are absolutely ideal. Once again, taft wire hooks, a super strong hook. You can swing off those, no doubt. And then we go to the big fellas here, the SF40. So if you're into jigging for things like kings, kingfish, and Samson fish, all of your reef species, things like cod or big nanny-guys, red emperors, you name it, snapper even, then you've got this super strong needle point hook here and the Kevlar loop. So that's for your bigger jigs up to 400 grams, and they come in a range of sizes as well. But pretty well, if you're into jigging, you want to try some jigging, or you need an assist hook, Owner's got you covered there. Looking at the SF40 jig assist hooks here reminds me of some of my favourite fishing that I like to do, and that's jigging in really deep water for kingfish. So we're talking 150, 160, 170 metres even, 350 gram jigs. It's a really quite a violent way to fish with on your body, where you're really pumping away. You've got a big metal jig and you're relying on that assist hook to do the job in that depth of water. And when we're talking kingfish, they're the dirtiest fighters going around. I can't think of a fish that's more grubby when it comes to the battle. They just want to trash into a wreck or a reef, especially around wrecks when you're jigging. So you've got to really rely on the fact, once that hook's set in, kingfish have got a pretty hard sort of section around their mouth there, and those hooks lock in so well in the corner of the jaw. They're not a circle hook, but they tend to work a bit like that. They lock into that tough section there, and then with that Kevlar loop, I'm not sure what the breaking strain of that is, but I know it's super high, and then I know with 80-pound braid and a 37-kilo jig rod, I can just virtually lock up and drag that kingfish away from the structure, and that's all about confidence in your gear.